Does it ever say that? Oh, it's already in there. Okay, cool. This should be fine. Oh, there's my basement of gifts. Alright, it looks like it should be fine. It's probably gonna be some lows, I'm not gonna lie. So, but it doesn't matter anyway. Some lows in terms of like bitrate and whatever, but that's fine. Big thing. Turn to king. Whoa! Lightning strike at the beginning? I'm scared. Oh. Um. Ooh. Wow, that's actually scary though. Genuinely. There is a house. I think there's a house. Oh, that sits beyond dark, dense woods. Oh my god, this audio. Holy shit, it's loud. Like the world fading into view after a dream. That old mansion appears before you. Without realizing it. You instinctively accept as truth the events unfolding before you. The house lives in perpetuity, in amalgam of myriad faiths and generations. No one knows who first said. But the mansion was cursed. I don't know all that. Oh, that's very cool. Cards. Moyataro. Ooh, that's cool. Moyataro. I gotta search up their names. Melo. Igao. I'm butchering all the names. It's so sad. This is so sad. Alright, I'm not gonna say any of the names. The house in Fata Morgana. Shit. But, it's music and production, oh my god. There was like less than 10 people in this, though, so that's actually impressive for a visual novel, I guess, kind of. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Have mercy on me, O Father. Cast their souls into eternal damnation. Is this a Bible passage? I was looking down upon a corpse. My own corpse. I was afflicted with great despair at the sight of it being dragged to the place of my crucifixion. My soul crumbled, and I was wholly extinguished. Indeed, I did once lose everything. However, as I faded into darkness everlasting, I heard a voice calling out to me, and so I vowed once more that no matter how long it may take, how great the obstacle that stands in my way, or what from you may assume, I shall come back to you. Then I must return to that house. So I ask of you, please wait. Until this mutilated body arrives there once more. Huh? Your consciousness, wavering like a ship at sea, was slowly drawn back to the surface. With each new breath, feeling gradually return to your fingers. Master. Huh? You could hear the pattering of rain from somewhere. Master? What? And then the sound of a crackling fire. Wake up, Master. Creak, creak, creak. Wake up. Huh? Whoa, I don't like that sound. When you came to, you were rocking back and forth in a rocking chair. The room was dimly lit. Aside from the flickering of the fireplace, there was no other illumination. But no light shone through the closed windows. There was only the pitter-patter of rain on the glass. It was as though the whole mansion had been enveloped in darkness. Oh, splendid. You have finally awoken. Ah, yes. You've awoken. The Elden Ring, like, nah, it's Skyrim opening. Someone called out to you. Is that your name? You were about to search the room, but that turned out to be unnecessary. That's neat. The source of the voice was crouching beside the chair, looking up at you with emerald eyes. Oh? Damn. Good morning, Master. She looks so nice. Good morning. Oh, I can choose. There's choices in this game? What? I can say good morning, or I can just go ... I could go with a nice choice and say good morning. Ohio gozaimasu. Hey, what is the matter? Are you still waking up? You seem rather drowsy. Come now, you must gather yourself. Though I am glad to hear your voice. I've simply been waiting so long for this moment. Tending to the mansion all by my lonesome, and during it was ready for your return, whenever that time may be. Bro's been sleeping for a long time then. This noise though is uncanny though. I'm not liking this. When I caught sight of you through the window, my heart fluttered. The time had finally arrived. You were perplexed. This woman who looked like a maid seemed to know you, but you had no memory of her. What kind of herbal tea would you like to start your day with? I have some wonderful chamomile leaves, if you would like. Or perhaps your taste has changed since the last we met. Tell me, master, what would you like? I beg your pardon. I allowed myself to get too excited. I hope you will be sympathetic, master. I'm just utterly enlightened that I could see you again. The woman appeared to be genuinely delighted that you had woken, but she seemed to lack the energy typical of her age. How old is she, though? That's the question. I'm just scared because all these characters look like, or this maiden looks like she's a vampire. With that pale ass skin. So, I don't know. Or perhaps life is more appropriate word than energy. But the gloom extended beyond the maid. It seemed to encompass the entire mansion. The plaster walls illuminated by the fireplace and the rose engravings and the ebony pillars felt vaguely familiar. But a crushing sense of claustrophobia overpowered that familiarity. It seemed as though the house wasn't interested in accepting you just yet. Oh my, you do not know who I am? Why does this art look so good? Holy shit. This expression is crazy, dog. I wish I could just zoom in on this, but here we go. Do you not know who you are either? This is quite the predicament. If you cannot remember who you are, then who am I to serve? Aww. The woman's face was pale, almost as though she... faint chill run down your spine. You are the master of this house, though it would seem you have no memories of such. Quite the dilemma. If you know not who you are, then you are no different than a stranger to me, no? Indeed, you have returned. But from where? That I cannot say. And how about this? I am a servant of this mansion, and as such, I am familiar with many incidents that have taken place here. I shall show you the history of this house, master. That will surely allow you to recall who you are. The freshly awakened gears in your head had begun to turn as you mulled over things. The maid had called you the master of this house, but without a single mirror in the room, you had no way of seeing what you looked like. Unable to decide, you reflexively nodded. Let us be off then, and fear not. I merely entreat you not to let go of my hand. Should you hold it tightly, you need not worry about being washed away by the waves of history. No matter what happens, you mustn't let go of my hand. So much of this. Air within the mansion was oppressive, as though a black miasma hovered over within. The house was bleak and barren, hardly a trace of color to be found. You came across an open window. Beyond it lay nothing but darkness. Bro, wait? Okay. No. Wait. There's no way. That she's so goofy, dog. You good, James? Bro. I have no clue what you're reacting to. I'm kinda scared, dog. Oh, bruh. The only other appearance was that of a maid. Following her lead, you proceeded through the mansion. After some time, you arrive at a double door, the glass within shattered. The door, once pure white, had long since faded into a dull gray. It appeared to lead to the back garden. You could hear children laughing on the other side. Though it is in the state you see now, a beautiful, beautiful garden once lay beyond these doors. The owner of the time enjoying rather gathering rare species of roses from all across the world. At its grandest, it seems every flower was in constant competition for the most majestic bloom. Would you like to see this wonderful area of splendor and prosperity? He he he. I very much hope it is to your liking, master. The maid opened the door to the back garden, and a sudden gust of wind brushed across your face, forcing you to close your eyes as you followed the maid out of the doors. My friend keeps on. Why does it keep on doing that? Why does it keep? Why does it keep mentioning they're playing New Vegas? Why do I notifications? I have to stop that. Why does it keep saying my friend is joining New Vegas? The first door. There's no way they aren't trolling. Let me go on the Twitch, dog. Yeah. The mansion had an alluring air of beauty about it in that era. It was almost like something out of a fairy tale. Its period of history could perhaps be described as a symphony of destruction. Cumbersome principles of old came crashing down. I'll turn that shit down. Oh my god, that's loud. Freed from the day-to-day oppression of these antiquated percepts, am I dumb? Precepts, the people seem to hark back to the more poetic expressive ways of old. They took these newly blossomed emotions in hand, and with them they wrote literature, painted portraits, composed theater, and found love. Even the church would have maintained authority throughout the Middle Ages and embraced the changing times, adopting the culture's flowering sense of aesthetic. War would break out not 20 years from then, plucking the ripened era from the tree of history, but that is of no concern to us now. At the time, it was still what people referred to as the Golden Age, a period of furor, furor for all who were there. Now let us take a slight detour. No, we will not be changing locations. This is a tale about the mansion from beginning to the end. We will, however, be moving through time, say about 8 years in the past. A very wealthy family lived in the house then. The mother and father, brother and sister all had distinctive, beautiful flaxen hair. I was always enamored by their hair. By contrast, mine is the color of a wet crow. Well, see, there I am, standing around, looking rather a fool. I was happy back then, and what reason did I not have to be, afforded the opportunity to send such a beautiful home? So I poured my heart into serving that family. Listen closely, if you would. That soft, fleeting sound that could only be a young girl singing. Can you hear it? I don't know what kind of fuck. Uh, la la la, la la la. The girl you see cheerfully picking crimson roses and singing like a songbird was called Nieli. Nellie? Nellie. Whatever. And though young, she sang with elegance. Nellie was deep fond of the house's garden, and she would often spend her afternoons there. Gorgeous roses gathered from all across the world bloomed in the garden. They were given the utmost care and even had their thorns removed. Thorns? So young Nellie would never hurt herself naturally. The light brown-haired girl carefully plucked petals from the roses, gathering them up as she sang. Her voice was her voice was like music playing by fairies. Nay, the sight of her was like an angel descended from heaven. Oh dear, please don't look at me like that. I admit I was being rather fanciful. But what is a woman if not fanciful? It's not a woman though, it's a girl. Little bud, singing night and day. Why little birdie heart, swing your woes away. Pretty flowers all around the little birds. And even when the sun comes up, um, oh dear Mel, I've forgotten what comes next. Are you listening? Nellie was, a matter of fact, not the only visitor to the rose garden that day. She always came with her older brother, Mel. The younger siblings were inseparable. Mel adored his little sister, who in turn pined for her attention. The sight of the two innocent children cuddling together, not yet shackled by the fear for the future, was truly heartwarming. That day, Mel was sitting in the shade of a tree reading a book. The book ever? The children's book? As I am sure you are aware, in their time, books could not yet be mass-produced. That's true. What he was reading had been copied by a scribe. I presume he had borrowed it from the church, the book having passed down through form, but I suppose that just speaks to its importance. It was in fact a Latin grammar textbook he was reading. Ooh. Mel was a clever boy. He had attended church from a very young age, where a priest could instruct him in Latin grammar. So at that time, I believe he was capable of reading even advanced texts. Oh, nice. Oh, dearest Mel, please. What's up? Bye-bye. Anyways, gotta lock in on reading, I guess. Oh my god, there's so much reading, dog. I don't know if I want to do too much of this reading, but I feel like I've already butchered so much shit, dog. I can't. Uh. Yeah, I don't know. The youngest girl approached her brother, who was consumed by the text. In her hands, she carried a large pile of rose petals. Though his sister's shadow overlapped with the tree, the boy still did not notice, so Nellie puffed her cheeks, thrusting out her slender arms, and let the petals fall. Look. Hee look, your head is covered in roses, Mel. Oh, Nellie, you got petals on the book. This isn't mine. I can't afford to let it get dirty. It's your fault, dearest Mel. I tried to get your attention. And besides, flowers won't get a book dirty. I must raise the white flag. Duh. When did my little lady find herself such a sharp wit? While waiting for you, dearest Mel. I waited and you didn't do so much as gaze at me. I'll be an adult by the time you're done reading that book. Wow, that soon? That soon. Mother says girls grow up fast. She may be right. In that case, we should do something together before we're all grown up. Surely you don't play with me any longer when you become an adult. That's not true. I'll still play with you even when I'm grown up. But grown-ups don't play, Nellie. But fine, I'll stay a child forever. Did you just say you're about to grow up? Hmm, you're so mean, Mel. Ah, I'm sorry. Please don't pop my little lady. This guy's a good joker. Alright. Bro, I like this guy. He's kinda cool. Alright, how about this? Really, do you mean it? I want to play make-believe. What? Oh? Make-believe. I will be a princess taken captive by an evil kingdom, and you, dearest Mel, will be my valiant knight. And then you turn into a prince when you rescue me. I feel like I don't want to do the deeper voice because I'm just too bored of it. Whatever, man. A knight can become a prince? Impressive. Impressive. Go. They can. Knights and princes both have to become charming. So of course they can. Which is why it must be you, dearest Mel. No one else can be my prince or my knight. While he may have appeared outwardly embarrassed at his rose-cheeked sister proclaimed proudly, I am certain he was smiling on the inside. After a few moments, he meekly knelt, bringing himself to eye level with Nellie and gently stroking her soft hair. All right then, you're my princess, Nellie, and not just anyone's princess, dearest Mel, but yours alone. So don't be anyone else's prince but mine, okay? Nellie, geez, my princess is quite the fauna. Is that bad? Does that make you dislike me? Not at all. I'm proud to have you as my sister, Nellie. You mean more to me than anything in the world, my dearest princess. Hee. Cool. Did I say that right? My dear princess. Bro, I gotta stop adding words to this, bro. I love you, dearest Mel. You'll always be my prince forever and ever. Her mood quite improved. Nellie began humming the melody of the song she had forgotten the lyrics to. Pulling the skirt of her dress out from her body, the young girl pranced throughout the rose garden. Mel, his eyes on her back, gave a little shrug. Oh, Nellie, don't go crying to me if you trip running like that. But Mel was not entirely disapproving of his sister's excitement. He carefully brushed aside the petals of his book, set in the shade of the tree, and began chasing after Nellie. They were picturesque siblings brimming with hope, and at this time in their lives there was nothing to jeopardize that hope. Would it not be wonderful if children could stay children forever? As I see it, though the pleasant, gentle times in our lives have valleyed because they come to an end, wouldn't you agree? Time continues to flow, impartial and without exception, and as such everyone's childhood comes to an end. Be that as it may, as does time also flow at the same speed for each individual? Now let us take a trip down the river of time. I'd be very delighted if we would remain at this point in time, but unfortunately we cannot. Please don't let go of my hand, master. Yeah, we're experiencing his past. This is interesting though. So is it like she's getting it from like his back of his mind, or is this just like they're exploring the mansion and it's just bringing all of this back? That's kind of cool though. Though I'm not gonna lie, I'm still confused. I'll be on my way then. Oh, you usually stay for longer. Yes, I have an errand to run today. Thank you for time as always. Would you like the book back sometime next week? Next week or the week after? Hold on to it as much as you like. Getting from this, so he treats his, I'm actually gonna have to do recap of this shit. Man, holy. I actually really like this music though. I think the unique way it uses like the audio is really cool. I should change the millisecond though, because that's gonna be a problem for sure. You know what I will do? You know what time is it? What time is it actually? How long have I been doing this? Okay, so I just want to kind of just start this because I feel like right now I have to do other shit soon, which kind of sucks. So like I can't actually do keep on doing this. Fuck. So you know what I'll do? I'll save this here. I think I saved it here already. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it here, and then I really want to play this again later because I actually really like this. It's interesting, just like in like okay. Can I? Is there a way for me to window? No. Can you config a return to title? Yes, please. I already get the feeling. Also, this is a very interesting. What you call it? I feel like something happens to maybe the daughter. I'm already going like past. Like I'm already going like past like the future predictions, which I can probably do. I think like something's gonna happen to her where she meets another guy, or like he her brother meets another guy or another girl, and then she affects him with like vampire stuff, and then in turn he also gets affected, or she gets affected, but he probably something happens to him. I want to say. I feel like there's gonna be some weird relationship that happens between them, but I'm not too sure yet. That's usually because I just expect that kind of thing from VNs. But I don't know. It's set in a very interesting time too. I think it's got to be like what? It's 1600s, 1800s, maybe. I'm sort of confused at what the timeline of this visual novel is supposed to be in. All I can tell you is like just from the maids too. Like this maid. Oh, I just see. That's cool. It's a note. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Yeah, I was not paying attention. Holy shit. Inspect your memories, as I'm guessing. Okay, let's say load, lock, lock, lock. You and the maid. It's very interesting though. They actually, to get rid of the fact that they don't know the main protagonist's name or they don't do anything, they just call you you. You're just you. And with the maid. She seems very interesting though because she knows about his past, or I'm assuming they were a he, but they could be a female. protagonist as well. We haven't seen their gender, or seen any picture of them, so could be anything. I feel like we're paying attention to the main character, this guy right here, or the guy, Mel, but we could be focusing on his sister Nellie, since she was the first one introduced, which is what I'm guessing is what this is about. I'm very interested to see whose hand this is, though. That's creepy as fuck. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break. Just kind of like just because I need a, I gotta, I'm gonna be probably having to work again. I'm gonna be super fucking busy. So, um, yeah, I can't, I can't do streams like this often. I think I have to figure out something, some way to actually, like, actually do something. But, shit. I guess, adios. I will stream this a bit more later. Bye bye. There's like nobody in the stream anyway. Oh, it don't matter. I'm gonna come to the maid. I don't know. Is when does it stop? Has it stopped yet? Bye bye. Bye bye. Um, please end the stream. Is it gonna end? Let me